So I think the main thing that CNQ did, well, first of all, it expects to grow production by, I think it's 9% or something like that in 2025.
Okay.
Most of that's, coming from the Chevron deal that they did in 2024. But they also did a transaction with Shell in January. It didn't close yet, but where they basically swapped 10% interest. Well, they basically got the remaining 10% of the Athabasca oil sands property that they didn't own.
Okay.
They first bought 70% in I think it was 2014.
Okay.
So, no, it's 2017.
I wouldn't know.
They bought 70% of this property in 2017.
Okay.
They bought 20%, so taking that to 90% last year with the Chevron deal.
Okay.
And now they get the last 10%.
So they own 100% of this Athabasca oil sands project.
Yep.
Once owned in combination with Chevron and Shell, or just Chevron?
Chevron, Shell, and Marathon.
All right. So all the big super majors are out.
Yeah.
Are they essentially almost out of the oil sands completely? The
Shell still has some, I think.
and Exxon does through its subsidiary Imperial Oil.
I think Marathon is totally out. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But I think this is a pretty good asset to kind of understand what CNQ's strategy is. Because today the Athabasca oil sands properties there's two mines. They do about 310,000 barrels per day.
Wow.
This is up, I want to say it's up 70,000 barrels since they acquired it.
Okay.
So
up about, was that 30, 25, 30%?
20. So they've increased production by 25, 30%. And they've brought the cost per barrel down by about $10 per barrel. So
amazing. Very
attractive returns on this deal. And bought at a time when Canadian heavy oil was not in favor, right? That was, remember in 2017 was the time when, the view was that Canada as an energy country was not going to do well because, oil prices were weak. The US had found all the shale oil and they had no ability to move it to other markets.
So CNQ became the operator.
Yeah.
Took control and immediately, or not immediately, but over time was able to increase production and lower costs, something that their peers who were, or at the time, joint venture, weren't able to do.